this video is going to be narrated. It was not originally narrated, but my audio got corrupted, so this is my recipe video of the Cook a Dinner challenge. So today I'm going to be preparing marinated salmon for you guys. So this is salmon, this is sockeye salmon, although you can easily substitute in coho or pink salmon. It doesn't really matter what kind you get. I just prefer sockeye. It's a really tasty fish and it's got a really great color to it. So you're going to need some other ingredients like vermouth. This is stock vermouth. It is a sweet vermouth. You can also tell the type because it says red on it right there. A lot of places suggest you use dry vermouth for fish, but I just prefer this one because, I don't know, I like sweet vermouth better. I find it has a better flavor to it than the dry vermouth. It's just my personal preference. This is also, you're going to need some Dijon mustard. Just original Dijon is perfectly fine. Then you're going to need some honey, not flavored or anything, just plain old honey. Yeah, just regular. And some fresh ginger, not chopped, pre-chopped stuff, because often it comes flavored or spiced with lemon and stuff like that, and you don't want to add any extra flavors to this because it will get overcomplicated way too quickly. You can use ground ginger, but I prefer fresh because fresh is best. Okay. And just pepper and salt. So let's make marinade. So first you're going to want to take care of your ginger. There's this protective coating on it that you're going to want to take off. It's kind of like skin. It's like onion skin. You don't want to eat that. So we're going to peel off the outer coating first before going at it and chopping it into pieces. We're going to actually be grating this, but you can chop it if you want. So here you can see I'm just taking the skin off of the ginger. It's really simple. You can use a potato peeler if you want. I'm just using a small curved knife because I personally find it simpler. And to grate it, I'm not using cheese grater or anything. I'm using something really similar to a lemon zester, as you can see. So it's really, really fine. It is kind of messy work, as you can see. It pushes my cutting board around a lot. So you're going to want 1.5 teaspoons of that. You want to add it to marinade, and then you want 3 tablespoons of honey. I know it's a lot of honey, but after you add more vermouth, it's really not that sweet. It just sort of balances out the spice of the ginger and the Dijon, and vermouth is a semi-spicy liquor anyways. So honey's really great to add to that. So now you're going to want to add your mustard, which is again just a couple teaspoons of that, 1.5 actually. You can add a little more mustard if you like. I just don't like the marinade to be that spicy. And I have tinkered around with the original recipe that I was given, so you can find out what you prefer. Okay, now we're going to add vermouth. So in the recipe, I'm doing 4 tablespoons of vermouth. It originally said 3, and I also ended up doubling this recipe at the end, which you can do quite easily. Ended up doubling this recipe at the end because I realized the fillet of fish, the fillet that I had was a lot bigger than I had originally calculated for. So you've got a fillet that's going to feed about 5 to 6 people instead of the usual 3 to 4 people. You might want to double the recipe, especially if you want to really saturate the fish. And then some pepper. I'm sorry about the shaker thing there. I didn't realize when I was filming this what it looked like. And then just like a sprinkle of salt. Again, flavored to your own tastes. You can actually there's nothing raw or bad in this marinade, so you can actually try it before you put it on the fish. So yeah, you're just gonna want to mix that together. I'm suggesting here that you use either a really baby whisk like this one, or use a fork, and then just, yeah, whisk it. Again, sorry about the horrible angle. I didn't have anybody at home at the time to film me, so yeah, I had to try and set up a small tripod. Anyways, it didn't work out as well as I was expecting. So yeah. As you can see, there's a lot more marinade there than there was originally because I basically doubled the recipe. I added a couple more tablespoons of vermouth again because I just prefer more vermouth in it than most people do. So yeah, then just spread it along your fish. Make sure to lift it up like this so that it gets along the back, otherwise you're gonna have a really tasty front and your skin won't be saturated the same way, so you'll have a really fishy tasting skin and you won't have the same quality of marinade. And then cover it and put it in the fridge. And now you want to prep your barbecue. So I've already turned this on. If you don't know how to operate a barbecue, get help. You want it to be at 400 degrees Fahrenheit the entire time that you're cooking it. So turn it up really high immediately and get it to either slightly above 400 or at 400, and then turn it down. Depending on your style, you want to either cook it directly on the grill or put it in one of these fish things. It just keeps it from sticking, I find, because I find it really hard to cook salmon just directly on the grill with the barbecue without making a giant mess. So this is my anti-Lauren mess thing. Oh, and I also did rice for this. Just jasmine, simple, and broccoli, because vegetables and having something green on the plate is always appealing to the eye. It's good for you. And then you got your barbecue and it's hot now, so you're going to add the salmon to this. So it's in our little fish basket thing. I don't really know what to call that. If somebody knows what it's called, let me know, because I'd be interested. And then you just put it directly on the grill, and be careful, because if you're sticking the handle out like mine does, if you have that sort of style, you do not want to just pick it up when you're going to turn it in a bit, because it will be searing hot. And then just close the lid and leave it for 5 minutes. There's my cat. She smells fish. Yep. So 5 minutes are done. I'm going to turn the fish. Again, careful not to touch really close up towards the handle. Turn it over and just close the lid again. It's pretty simple. You want to do this for another 5 minutes just so it cooks evenly on both sides. And yeah, here's our fish. It's all nice and look at that. It looks so tasty. It was tasty actually. I ate it and it was glorious. So serving suggestion is parsley and onion. And it just looks really good for the plate, and it's really pretty. Yeah, these are my bragging shots. I'm happy with how this turned out. So yeah, enjoy your meal. If you actually follow this, I will post like the marinade recipe and everything in the comment section down below. And if you have any questions about other foodie stuff, just feel free to ask, because I cook a lot. And so just some bragging rights, food porn shots here. Here's my camera. And just for your birthday dinner thing that I promised, I am totally hoping to make this for you, just so you know. Hi guys. So I just got back from Vancouver. I hope you liked the recipe that I did. Again, it's narrated over because my audio, the first time somebody started up their lawnmower halfway through me doing dinner, and I didn't realize you could hear it coming in through the window. So my audio was chopped up in between loud lawnmower noise. You would occasionally hear like a tablespoon of this and then put it on the barbecue, and it was just really shitty, and I didn't realize it until I went to edit. So I had to put in dialogue over top of it, so you could actually get a sense of what I was talking about when my hands were moving. And I did shoot it without showing my face because AJ said to do odd angles. So, my question / challenge, which I myself am going to answer in the next video because this is already getting too long and my answer needs an explanation, my question is, if you could take one establishment, like a tavern or a library or a store, from a video game, or like if you don't play a lot of video games, from an anime, but video game or anime, you could choose one establishment, what establishment would you like to exist in real life? Someplace that you could actually go to and hang out. Yeah. So that's my question. And yeah, I'm not going to include my answer because this video is already stupid long. So, bye. See ya. Have a good week. This has been Wednesday. See you next Wednesday.